Alright, here we are, game 2, week 4 of the New Territories campaign. This time I'm going to play against Tau Forever and his Blood Angels. I've never actually got a chance to see some red power armor come out at me. So this should be a treat for both of us, because I'm also going to be playing some wacky Eldar stuff that you don't typically see on the table. 1,500 points. Let's take a look at what I'm bringing for this battle. Alright, let's take a look at my Eldar for today. We got the obligatory Farseer with Fortune, Doom, Guide, Spirit Stones, and Runes of Warden. Backed up by an Avatar. The reason I want the Avatar is because I need to keep my 2 units of Guardians from running. We've got 10-man blocks with Warlocks and Scatter Lasers. Warlocks both have Embolden. I know it's kind of double dipping being fearless, but I'm hoping eventually that the Avatar is going to be taken over and running down the field. Some elites, we have a 7-man unit of Harlequins. I like showing them off because each of the 3 in back were painted by a different member of the Fresh Coast Club. Still waiting for a couple of the others. Muggins and Gene Guard especially need to get off their rears and paint these for me. The 4 in front I did myself, and so far some of the paint jobs I'm most proud of, especially considering it's a club effort. In back we've got my 2 Wraith Lords, Bright Lances, Missile Launchers, and Flamers, same as always. And this is the new hotness toy, 10 Wraith Guard with a Spirit Seer. So this is a troop choice of Wraith Guard. And yes, I do notice that some are on large bases, others are on small. I picked up the ones on large bases used over a year ago, and I assumed that was the right size base. So when I ordered the brand new ones and they came on small bases, I was a little surprised. I will be eventually ripping off the bases on those and putting on new ones. That's it, 1,500 points, all foot dart, no armor. So let's see what Adam's going to bring today. Alright, awful lots of red powered armor on the table. Again, this is the first time I've ever played Adam's Blood Angels. We've got a 5-man assault squad and a Razorback, last class. 10-man assault squad with jump packs. A 5-man Vanguard veteran squad. And then 2 Ball Predators. Again, in this mission, all fast attack or scoring. Librarian with a jump pack. And is that a Reclusiarch? Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Reclusiarch with Death Company inside the Storm Raven, which for Blood Angels is heavy support, not fast attack. Alright, so let's move into deployment. We're going to roll off see who gets first, see what kind of Warlord traits we get, and start the game. Alright, we've deployed. We're going to roll to see what the objectives are worth in just a minute, but I wanted to get a shot of the table. My Eldar are lined up. We've got the Guardian Blobs flanking the Wraith Guard, and with the Avatar right in the middle, giving the whole bunch of them fearless. Wraith Lords are near enough to the Farseers, and the Warlocks with Spirit Seer, with the Warlock back here, and the Warlock in the I'm sorry, the Warlock with the Wraith Guard, and the Warlock in the back over there, both Spirit Seers. And then we have the Blood Angel deployment over here. Nice line, jump troops. Adam got some good divination powers. He got the forewarning for the invulnerable save and Scryer's Gaze. So the 2 mysterious forests are going to come into play, and Adam's going to be playing around with that an awful lot. And then we're also going to be re-rolling for his reserves as well, which we have the Storm Raven, one of the Ball Predators, the Vanguard Vets, and of course the Death Company with the Reclusiarch, sitting on the other table back there. Alright, so we're going to go into the top of turn 1. I don't think I'm going to try to steal the initiative. We'll see what the Blood Angels can do to the Eldar. Top of turn 1, Blood Angels advance. Librarian gets a wound on himself through Perils. His Runes of Warding are awesome. And then both of the Razorback and the Ball Predator unloaded on the Wraith Lord. Did 2 wounds, and I managed to save 1 of the las cannon. It was either las cannon or plasma, because of the night fighting. So that managed to save me a little bit. Let's see if it's going to do the same for Adam in turn 2, and in bottom of turn 1 when I shoot back. Oh, both the objectives that we're camping on have nothing of note, so yay for mysterious objectives doing nothing so far. Bottom of turn 1, we managed to strip a couple hull points off the Razorback over here, but did not destroy it, thanks to some cover saves. Night fighting really came in handy. This 25% cover rule is very effective at keeping vehicles alive, especially when night fighting is in play. Eldar just advanced, Wraith Guard, Avatar, and Harlequins all ran, and everything else kind of shot over here at the Ball Predator and the Razorback. Like I said, took a few hull points off, and that's about it. We're going to move into top of turn 2. Let's see if Adam's top of turn 2. Storm Raven and the Vanguard both come in. Storm Raven Came up 36 inches and unloaded on the both the Wraith Lords, split its fire, and actually missed everything. It was really epically bad rolling. The Vanguard actually were trying to deep strike behind the Guardians and mishapped, so I stuck them right here on the open, thinking I might come at them with the Wraith Guard and obliterate them. But I don't know, guided Wraith cannons on the Storm Raven, still needing 6s to hit, might be too tempting. Back over here, same thing. Razorback, Predator both retreated like the Blood Angel cowards that they are, and I opened up on the Wraith Lord and spectacularly failed to wound him. The assault squad jumped into the woods here to grab that objective. Turns out it's a carnivorous jungle and a sabotaged objective, so they might end up taking some hits next turn. Oh, and the Librarian broke off from that squad to attach to this one. He only has 1 wound left, and he's afraid to cast Psychics, which is what that great 15-point piece of war gear does for me. Moving into bottom of 2, let's see if I can't get first blood and take down the Storm Raven. Bottom of turn 2. Actually started out not as well as I hoped. I did manage to finally blow up the Razorback with the Wraith Lord. So the las cannons and plasma are gone, thankfully. Everything moved up. I guided the Wraith Guard, hit 4 times on the Storm Raven. It made 2 Jinx saves, and then I only glanced it once with the Wraith Cannons. The Scatter Laser over here, I thought I was going to have something epic going on. I hit 3 times with 6s from an Eldar Scatter Laser, but again, needing 6s again, couldn't roll that twice in a row. So it was untouched there. So it's only lost a hull point. Death Company are going to be coming out next turn. Otherwise, the other very impressive thing that happened, the Avatar rolled a double 6 to charge the Vanguard veterans, killed 4 of them on the charge. The last one was able to pile in, but it was too far away to actually strike. So failed this leadership test, but I caught him. Of course, Space Marines can't move in advance, so we're just stuck in combat, which is exactly where he wants to be this turn. So we're going to move into top of turn 3. Let's see if that other Ball Predator can come on, and then move on. All right, top of turn 3 shows how deadly Death Company can be, as well as how resilient Wraith Guard can be. We'll get to that fracas in a moment. Ball Predator comes on from reserve and I think kills 6 of the Guardians plus the Warlock here, but they made their morale check, so they're fine. They're still holding that objective. Harlequins were shot at by the other Ball Predator, and since the Death Jester was in the lead, shrouding and stealth with his ridiculous 2-up cover for being in ruins, made every cover safe, so they are perfectly fine. Looking for something to go tackle. Not a whole lot of shooting otherwise. Oh, except actually 2 melta guns to finish off the Wraith Lord over here. And the Wraith, this one took a single wound from some really lucky shooting from the juking Storm Raven, but he's now hovering because he unloaded the Death Guard, or the Death Company. Did lose 2 to Overwatch fire from Wraith Cannons and Singing Spear, respectively. And then with the insane amount of attacks between the Reclusiarch and the Death Company, managed to do absolutely nothing. But of course, my attacks back still did nothing because it made us feel no pain rolls. Icing on the cake, though, was the Power Axe and the Power Fist, which on the charge with Rage killed 6 Wraith Guard. But of course, because they're fearless, they don't really care. Which is, kind of what their purpose is, just to stand there, soak up fire. And of course, the Avatar took out that last Vanguard and is now eyeing the Death Company. Although, the Storm Raven is still a juicy target. So we'll see what he decides to do, along with everybody else, in the bottom of turn 3. All right. That would be the bottom of turn 3? Yes? 4. Turn 4. Turn 4. I can't remember where we are. The Avatar assaulted in and wrecked the Storm Raven. And the combat here. None of my Wraith Guard died. I lost the Warlock and the Farseer, though, because I decided to get ballsy and try to make a lot of fortuned invulnerable saves against power weapons to keep my Wraith Guard alive, and ended up losing the Farseer to Power Fist, and then the Warlock to the Reclusiarch. So that was disappointing, but not nearly as disappointing as rolling a 6 when I needed a 7 to assault over here. I intentionally did not shoot the Marines so I could get that extra assault range. And I rolled a 3 on the first roll, fleeted both dice, and rolled a 6, needing 7. So unfortunately, the Harlequins are now hung out to dry. Ball Predator is going to eat them alive. Right. Moving in then to the top of turn 4. Top of 4, a Ball Predator finishes off the Guardian squad. Over here, we had 2 units shoot at the Harlequins. They went to ground to get a 3-up cover save because shrouding and stealth combination is awesome. And then they were assaulted by the Death Company, or the jump troops here, the Assault Marines. I managed to kill one with a fusion pistol on Overwatch, and then I lost my 2 fusion pistols in combat. I did lose combat by 1, but made my leadership test, and then of course rolled a 6 for my hit and run. So they're stuck in combat now. So the Guardians back here. Back down here, I'm reduced to 1 Wraith Guard. And over here, the Avatar took a whole lot of shots from the Ball Predator and the Assault Squad back there with the Librarian, and they didn't do anything. So moving on, we're going to go into the bottom of turn 4. All right, bottom of 4, Avatar charges in here, kills the Librarian, fails his invulnerable save. The Librarian challenged the Avatar. The Avatar accepted. Over here, the Wraith Lord charged in, managed to kill 2 of the Death Company with Lookout Sir rolls on the Recluse Yard, but the Death Company in return killed my other scoring unit right there. Still tying him up, protecting my Guardians in the back. And the Harlequin fight back here keeps going with me losing 2 more Harlequins. I didn't lose another Marine. That's not a war of attrition. I really like to fight, but I rolled 4 1s and 2s with my Troop Master, so when he's not really participating in the fight, it doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Ball Predator still here is effective. Probably going to come around and start shooting at those Guardians, knock them off that objective. So let's move into top of turn 5. Top of turn 5, things are really getting interesting. Ball Predator came around, unloaded on the squad of Guardians, and only took out 2 of them. Other Ball Predator backed up to hold that objective just in case. Avatar took out 4 more of the Marines in combat, and there's 1 plucky Assault Marine keeping me from doing anything else in my turn. Otherwise, there'd be some dead Marines in that building. Wraith Lord killed another Death Company and took a wound himself from the Power Fist, so this is still an ongoing fight. Harlequins managed, Troop Master finally showed his colors and killed both of the Marines they were in combat with, so now they're eyeing that squad. We'll see what some furious charge through cover that when they ignore it gets to do on powered armor Marines. Alright, so let's move into the bottom of turn 5. And again, this is one of the better games I think I've played in 6th edition so far. Everything's super close. Bottom of 5 sees a lot of carnage. Wraith Lord goes down to the Power Fist in close combat. The Shadow Seer goes down to the Flamer in Overwatch fire, but the Troop Master manages to kill, actually challenges, the Sergeant says no, and I still managed to kill 3 of the Marines with the Troop Master. And then they pile in. Avatar finishes off his target and tries to contest the objective over here. Doesn't get close enough, but because Adam rolled a 3, game is going to continue on to turn 6. So we'll see if this Ball Predator is going to come up and contest that objective, and what gets resolved here in the middle. Okay. Oh, and we did roll the graph wave generator for the mysterious objective, but I didn't having the distance didn't do a whole lot against my Harlequins. So Death Company are going to roll on one more time. Top of turn 6, things are really interesting. It's an incredibly close game. Death Guard managed to come in there and assault and predictably wipe out the Guardians. The Troop Master finished off the last 2 Marines, and then the Ball Predator backed up to hold that objective and managed to immobilize itself on the terrain. We're using the Warzone traits. We have the Sub-Zero one in play today, and it makes all dangerous terrain rolls failed on a 1 or 2. So he rolled a 2 and immobilized himself. I got a chance to pull this out here because I'm down to 0 scoring units and actually only 2 models on the table, but I can still actually manage a win if I do it right. Let's see if things come together for me in the bottom of turn 6. This game continues to be one of the most interesting we've ever played. The Avatar stopped at the 24-inch line, so he is in Adam's deployment zone to get the bonus victory point. And the Harlequin assaulted the immobilized Predator to try to glance it to death and failed to roll a single 6. Now we have a debate going on. We're trying to figure out if a vehicle enters dangerous terrain and is immobilized, does it also lose a hull point? So put your opinions in the comments, guys, and maybe one day we'll get an answer on that from GW. Let's not cross our fingers too soon, though. But yeah, the Harlequin failed to do anything to the tank, and the Avatar is now parked getting that objective. So as it stands, the victory point total is actually 3 to 6. If I manage to kill the ball predator next turn with the Avatar or the Harlequin, it'll be a tie. If the Avatar manages to stay in his deployment zone, then it'll be a tie. But I have to take out the ball predator. So let's see what Adam can do though in the top of his turn 7, which we did roll for. All right, here we are at the bottom of 7. We just did both turns of 7 really quickly because there was only a few things that happened. The ball predator way in the back there took some shots at the troop master with the heavy bolter and managed to kill him. I failed one of my vulnerables, or one of my cover saves, and he died. And this ball predator unloaded everything he had on the Avatar. Did 3 wounds to him. He's got 1 left. But that was all he needed. He managed to glance him with the melt-a-shot, removing another hull point. Again, we will see if that debate pans out. If immobilizing yourself on dangerous terrain takes off a hull point as well, then technically I would win 4 to 3 because my Avatar took the shot from his deployment zone. That would give me 1 for being in the deployment zone, 1 for first blood, and 2 for killing his 2 of his 3 fast attack choices. Otherwise, this is a draw, and this has been the most wonderfully brutal draw I think I've ever played. Avatar did manage to, of course, smash the ball predator in his charge, but right now, as the score stands, it's 3 to 3. Brilliant game against Adam. Always a blast to play against Adam. Great player, great tactician, awesome models on the table. Really, all I gotta say, my luck seems to be improving. I'm now 1-9 in video bat reps. Hooray for me. See you next time.